Hello again, this is the Sports Betting Whale, July 10th, 2017. We're in the middle of the All-Star break for the next few days. Wanted to go over some historical information about what's happened with the Whale picks and what I've done personally since the baseball season started, and what I look forward to after the All-Star break, what the historical trends have been with me going into July, August, September in baseball, and also the preseason football and the beginning of the football season. The champ group, and including myself, challenged my abilities to show that someone can win $1 million in a season, starting with this baseball season. So at this point, the units from the May 1 tracker show up over a couple hundred units, which is 200 times your base amount, and had hit the high water mark on June 21st of last month, then experienced a incredibly choppy cold period from the June 21st to yesterday, and I lost a lot of the money back that I won from the beginning of the season. But I want to tell you that I still have high confidence that I'll be able to, even under these circumstances, which have been different than I'm used to, I will still win hundreds of thousands of dollars to over $1 million the rest of this baseball season. How am I going to do that? And again, how is that even possible? Well, first of all, the choppiness that has occurred, that happens, but it's unusual. The patterns will form again, and I will be in a position now to go for it more than I was before. Had I gone for it in the April 21st to the end of May time frame, I would have already won $1 million. I turned 7,700 into 138,000 on April 21st over a 5-day period, and then I won 600 units or so after that run in May. 600 times the average bet. If I had been consistently in on all round robins, even at $1,000 a unit, I would have been up $600,000 in May plus all the money in April. Very easily would have progressed into $1 million. Here's what happened. First of all, I was limiting myself to mainly one place that was giving me decent limits, and trying not to expose this system all over Las Vegas, because it would just get shut down when I get hot. So in May, I didn't get much action down compared to what I should have with that kind of a run. That should have been the $1 million run by itself. And a lot of people that were betting it made a ton of money April 21st to the beginning of June. And again, even from June 1st to June 21st, we were up for the month of June. So we had sustained a very highly profitable trend for exactly 2 months, April 21st to June 21st. Well, that was an extremely profitable period of time, followed by a not profitable time from June 22nd to yesterday, the 9th. What's going to happen next? Historically, I've won more of my $1 million runs in July, August, and beginning of September than any other time period that I've gone on those $1 million runs. I'm so sure that I'm going to go on a $1 million run that I've gone ahead and figured out how to be able to get much more action in by flying under the radar at about 15 different places here in town, and I'm getting some help to be able to do that. So I will be in a position to use the round robin systems for amounts that again aren't going to create any attention. I'm talking about $200 away, something like that at these bigger casinos. And I'm not going to progress fast on those different locations. I'll just go to more locations. So I'm going to, next time you see me go on a hot streak, instead of me winning $100,000 during a hot streak, I'm going to show you how I'm going to win $300,000 to $500,000 or more and still fly under the radar. I'm put together a team of people that I will be working with on being able to do this. So I will show you a good portion of the tickets, but I'm going to include all the wins or losses in the tracker system so that you can see it. But it will be, in some cases, there may be 45 tickets, 50, 60 tickets in one day. So not going to bombard you every day with every single ticket. Depending on how the champ group wants to do it, it'll be an honest tracking. But my goal is to show you from the All-Star break on how I'm going to win hundreds of thousands or over $1 million in this short time period. What does that mean for you? If I get that hot and win that kind of money and you're following along using a money management progression system, you're going to win comparatively a lot of money for yourself as well. And that's why I'm doing this. I want to be able to show everybody how much money you can make on this and how it works over a course of a season, how it works over a course of a year. If we have some cold periods like we did earlier in the year and we just came off from the 22nd on, and then things end up bouncing back in a real strong way, everyone wins. Everyone's going to be happy, and I'll show you how well this system works. Lots of times there'll be some choppiness right before any kind of a sports all-star break, and I was trying to catch that choppiness, but it was unusually difficult to follow any patterns, because if you look at the last 10 games of most of the teams that are playing, other than the Los Angeles Dodgers, very few teams have been able to win more than 7 games out of the 10, and some of the best teams faltered a lot going into the All-Star break. Yesterday, my best bet was the Houston Astros, and a lot of the touts out there, I was told, were taking Toronto. Houston ended up winning, I think, 19-1. Let me go over why I gave you that best bet. I also gave it to you as the first 5 innings too, and that came in very easily as well. The Houston Astros on the road have only lost 11 times the whole season, with I think 34 wins. In addition to the 34 wins against 11 losses, they've also gone over the total over 30-something times. So the combination play of the Astros and over or the Astros has won a very high percentage of the time when they're on the road. If you go back and look what happens when the Astros lose on the road to the same team they're playing the next day. It becomes an extremely high percentage play. Doesn't matter who's pitching, because they've gone against some of the top pitchers in those situations, and they always come out on fire. On Saturday, I ended up taking the Astros against Toronto again, and we lost. They had all kinds of scoring chances and just left a lot of men on base. They're not as competitive, or they don't have as much fire in their belly after a win as they do after a loss. So what happened in that series on Thursday night, Toronto won. They were very fired up for that game, and Houston had to travel. So I think Houston was a little bit tired on Thursday. Bounced back on Friday and won easily. Now the trend with Houston is that if they've lost one game in the series already, you go ahead and ride them out. But they're a better bet after a loss. I did take them again on Saturday. They left a ton of men on base. They just didn't get the key hits. They lost on Saturday, which set up for the best bet of the day and quite a lock on Sunday, with the Astros just coming out on fire and blowing the lids out on that game. Those are the type of things that you'll see that develop the patterns that become very consistent, and they end up with games that are not even close. So again, for recap, since May 1st on the trackers, we're up 210 units. That's 210 times your average bet. Had you kept betting amounts consistent, you'd be way up in profits currently since then on, and even further up for the entire baseball season. At one point, you were up 650 units at 1,000 per unit, which is what I typically wagered in the season. That would put me up $650,000 on June 21st. Then let's say I gave back 300 or 400 units I would still be up 250,000 since the tracker started on May 1st. The reason that I'm not was because I was only working with one place. I hadn't established a system to where I could go to multiple places all over town and fly under the radar. I've got that set up now, so now I'm going to be able to take advantage of the next runs. Again, typically after the All-Star break, I lock and load, and the ultimate proof is why would I go and put up a lot more money right now to bet the games I'm going to give you unless I was darn sure that I was going to win? It doesn't make any sense. And I'm a very logical person. I've also won 30 years in a row, so I have tremendous confidence in my abilities to develop the patterns and catch the hot streak and win. All I'm saying is, you've seen me on terrific hot streaks before. You've seen me on some cold periods. We're going to take advantage of the hot streak. I recommend you take advantage of the hot streaks better this time than we did in April 21st to June 21st. Had we really capitalized on that big run, up 600 units and plus hundreds of units on the first 5 innings as well, you'd already be up so much money you'd be laughing. But I know a lot of people were tentative and they wanted to see it first. And by the time they jumped in, it was too late because the monster hot streak was over. I'm just telling you now, you'll see this hot streak forming again. You'll see me hitting the round robins. You'll see that all the games we're on the right side of the picks. When you start seeing that, get ready to fire. Take some of the profits you make and roll them and roll them and roll them, and you'll end up way, way ahead in the month of July and August and going forward. I'm not asking you to risk a ton of money. I'm just saying once we get hot, progress with the money that we're winning, and you'll see some tremendous results. I really look forward to doing that for everybody. I look forward to showing you how it works, and you'll see that my 30-year track record of winning will continue in this baseball season, football season, college and pro, and basketball, college and pro, every single season, every single year. So that's my pledge to you. That's why I want to do everything I can to show you that this works, because it's really going to help you have a better financial life. And I know it's been tough. I've been getting text messages and emails from people about how painful it is to lose. Believe me, it's painful to lose. I get it. I don't like it either. I'm not doing this for us to lose. I'm doing this for us to win. If I wasn't as good as I sang I am, if I didn't have this great track record, I wouldn't even be on this camera. I wouldn't even be talking to you. And I really look forward to proving it to you. So thanks again for hanging in there with me. And if you dropped off for a while, I get it. I understand. But when you see me getting hot again, jump back in, because you'll make a lot of money. You make a lot of money quick. Thanks a lot. Going forward, I'll be releasing my free sports picks on this YouTube channel. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel with this round button right here, and I'll make sure you'll be the first to know as soon as I have free picks to release. Thank you.